Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. I can't hear anyone at all. It sounds quite quiet up here, so I'm going to try one more time. Good night, everyone. Sounds a lot better to me. My name is Esquire Henry, and I will be your moderator for tonight. And I'm happy to be here. Moderator, I'm so in a debate mood. You're MC, and I'm so happy to be here. But before we begin, so just ask for 5 more minutes as we sort out one other technical difficulty. So in the interim, I'll just share a short story about my outfit. So I'm going to pretend to be a model. I'm probably the worst model out there. But just a fun fact, while we wait on the program to begin, when I was in Switzerland for a short conference, I was with a group of African colleagues, and I saw them dressed in these dapper outfits. And I was so impressed because I was there with my jacket and tie and shirt, and I felt so hot. And they were just there cool, and we went on long walks, and they felt so good. They looked good, and I'm there hot, sweaty, miserable. And I told one of my colleagues, as a joke, hey, you're going to have to give me one of these outfits before I leave, you know. And he said, sure, no problem, I got you covered. And I told him again on another day. And I like to make jokes, so I thought, you know, he think I was playing as well, and I thought he was playing also. But on the final day, when I was about to leave, I heard a knock on my door. And he was like, look. And when I opened the plastic bag, I saw this exact outfit. And I was so happy because now I have an authentic African suit. And I'm so happy, and it looks good. Does it look good on me? Ah, okay, I feel good now. I feel 10 times better. I'm going to have to tell him that I look fantastic. But I appreciate his help so much. How everyone feeling tonight? All right, blessing. But it's indeed a very special night. And I know we are faced with a bit of delay, but I think this is an opportunity for us to get to know the person next to us. So at any point I come and ask you a question about the person next to you, behind of you, or in front of you, I hope that you're able to answer. Matter of fact, we should know everyone's favorite color by the end of the night. So I'm going to leave that slight assignment until we're ready to begin. Invite everyone to please stand. Please join me as we sing the national anthem. so much. You may have a seat. I'll now invite Kai Davis to do the libation. So while Kai Davis makes their way to the stage to do the libation, I just ask that everyone give her a big round of applause.
A blessed good evening to all as we gather for another Emancipation Watchnight. We gather tonight to commemorate the struggle and effort that are a part of our collective story. History, we call it, our story. As we gather, we take the opportunity to invite the ancestral spirits to be with us, to be present, to be felt, to be remembered. We do this as we pour libation, our ancient practice. As we recall with respect and invite with love the spirit and the essence of our beloved ones who have left their mark on humanity, or maybe just on our own hearts. So we remember our ancestors, Jah, Rastafari, Haile Selassie and Empress Menen. We remember Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, Ida B. Wells. We remember Robert Smalls, Katherine Johnson, Bessie Coleman, Madam C.J. Walker. We remember our singers and players of instruments, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer. We remember Bogle, Muma Nani, and our own Prince Class. We remember Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere, Muammar Gaddafi, Thomas Sankara, Santewa. Remember Queen Amina, Queen Aminares, Shaka Zulu, Mansa Musa. We remember Sir V.C. Bird, Sir George Walter. We remember our own Victor Babu Samuel. We remember my own Pookie Davis, Evelyn Davis, Hilda Davis. I remember my own Mary Henry, Sammy Henry, our grand Mignanier Wood, Edgar Davis, and my own Jafleet Marshall. We remember King Isa Gaifu, Jah, Rastafari. Remember King Frank I. Yes, we remember King Aikija. Yes, we remember Muma Inez, Jabash, and all our other Rastafari ones. Remember all of our little ones who have perished in the Middle Passage. Remember all our little ones who perish on a daily basis today. Remember with love all our ones who have suffered in the genocide. We remember. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So as we look to begin, I'd like to acknowledge a few of our guests in the audience. Honorable Dwayne George, Minister of Sports and Creative Industries, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies and Chairman of the CARICOM Reparations Committee, His Excellency Dubreen Ahmad, Chair of the Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Support Commission, Kim Pohl, Executive Director of the Teaching Artistic Institute, USA, Professor Robinson, University of the West Indies, Five Islands Campus, Reverend Leslie Scotland of the Anglican Church, other distinguished persons in the audience, Ladies and gentlemen, good night. And we are happy to have you here to witness the 19th edition of the Antigua and Barbuda Reparation Support Commission Watching Gathering, which is a sacred, deeply motivation tradition in a historical movement when enslaved Africans waited for the stroke of midnight, symbolizing their freedom. We are extremely grateful that you have taken time out to come and celebrate Emancipation 2026 with us at the iconic Botanical Garden. Tonight, we will honor that moment with libation ceremony, drumming, statements, iron band rhythm, spoken words, and cultural expression. It is important to note that emancipation is not just a historical milestone. It is a living, powerful reminder of the courage, resistance, and resilience of our African ancestors. Our celebration tonight is both an act of remembrance and a recommitment to nation building, unity, and collective pride in our African heritage. I now call on Reverend Leslie Scotland of the Anglican Church to the Emancipation Reflection.
Good evening and blessings, my brothers and sisters of similar ancestry. As we commemorate this significant time of year, emancipation, and we have this watch, let us remember that our ancestors were people of deep and ingrained faith. The Bible in Genesis mentions the first country's name as Cush. This same Cush is known to us today as Ethiopia. It is known that the knowledge of the Most High, Yahweh Elohim, was in Africa long before any European kingdoms existed. Do we remember where Moses was born? Do we really know? His ethnicity was never a question, but he was born on that beautiful continent of Africa. So much was the knowledge of God in Africa that a high-ranking official of the Candace, the queen of the Ethiopians, a eunuch in charge of the treasury, came up to Jerusalem to worship and was immersed in the book of the prophet Isaiah. The text in Isaiah 53, 7-8, as we know it today, was the passage he was wrestling with. The deacon Philip explained that the text was talking about Jesus, the Christ. This was before there was a Paul's letter to the Romans. I know some call him Jesus, others Yeshua, some Issa, and some Yehoshua. Even he went to Africa under God's providence. But it only proves that our African ancestors knew of him way before there was any European conquest of Christianity. Stronger is the alliance with Ethiopia, Cush, with the original Jewish nation of the kingdom of Judah. King Tahaka of Cush aided King Hezekiah of Judah against the Assyrian juggernaut and King Sennacherib. It was recorded for posterity in 2 Kings chapter 19 and verse 9. This event occurred around 701 BC. The truth is, Christianity has been repackaged, resold to a people who knew God and his Messiah long before these same missionaries even knew what proper hygiene was. We are a people of resilience and faith. Time has shown this. God has established us. When my Lord and Savior started his earthly ministry, he came in the pronouncement of another text from the prophet Isaiah. It reads, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has set me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to set free those who are oppressed, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." My Lord's mission was to set people free. He is the true liberator and emancipator. But unfortunately, the narrative has favored imperialism/colonialism over liberty and freedom. If you are not like us, we would have to crush you unless you submit. This has been the sentiment of Christianity since it has been hijacked under the banner of imperialism and military might. We hear the vestiges of love for our neighbor. But do we forgive 7 times 70? Or as our Father in heaven has forgiven us our trespasses, do we forgive like that? Are we welcoming and seeing persons for who they are, the Imago Dei, the image bearers of God? What about loving our neighbors as ourselves? Again, unfortunately, the church has been used as an organ and instrument of imperialism, hitching itself from its original calling and being the body of Christ, or would I say, for others, the Messiah. Gone is the ideal of being my brothers and sisters' keeper. Gone is the courtesy of being welcoming and hospitable to all we come in contact with. Gone is the spirit of the Good Samaritan. Gone is the philosophy of not repaying evil for evil. Gone is the movement that my Lord and Savior left, replaced by a system that is nearly unrecognizable from empire and power. Neo-colonialism has substituted colonialism as the new and improved version of the oppressive force. Not saying that we don't need jobs and an economic driver for our small twin island unitary state, but at what cost? The value that our ancestors left have gone to the wayside. No longer are villages raising our children. No longer are we having respect for our elders and treating them as libraries on the verge of burning down. Yes, my brothers and sisters, with Negro blood coursing through your veins. These are all African concepts. And for that, we are ever the better? I think not. The new massa is the hotel industry. If you don't believe it, look at the systematics. How is our food security going? I wonder about that. We trade old massa for new massa. And again, this is not to discriminate against the persons who work in such an industry. It only shows our resilience again and again. But if you look at it, what have you given up for that so-called almighty dollar? Do we pray anymore? Do we read to educate ourselves anymore? The late great historian and former Trinidadian Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Eric Williams, once said, "To educate is to emancipate." I will say it again. To educate is to emancipate. I honestly believe this to be true. But another fact comes before me. Our youth are strung out like zombies, shouting 15 grams, whilst not understanding its sacramental value. The Christian scriptures in the Old Testament gives us this judgment in Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. I know some would say this is for our people long ago, but we are human, creatures of habit. The reason this can go for any people is that destruction comes mostly from ignorance other than arrogance. Our brother Bob Marley once said, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds." It's a choice. We have no Moses, but we have an indomitable spirit that our ancestors placed in our DNA, imprinted to us by the grace of God. We need no Moses. Isaiah's inspiration in Luke chapter 4 gives us that verse that I said, with the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. But I dare you to read Luke chapter 3, verses 23 to 38, where it shows you that Jesus was not just for the Jews, but he went all the way back to human's figurehead, which is Adam. And that means for us in Antigua that it's for all are we, Tut, Mun, and Bagay, all and sundry. I end with a quotation from a book that has changed my life by a son of the soil. His name is Reverend Canon Dr. Courtwright Davis. In reading his book, Emancipation Still Coming. And I share this with you. For the people who trust unconditionally in the sovereign free God, then every experience of Egypt is followed by a miraculous exodus and a covenantal relationship that beckons them toward the edges of the wilderness. For that God, no genuine gift of faithful human existence is devoid of either creative suffering, threatening death, or radical transformation existence through resurrection. Caribbean faith lives towards the future, and the eschatological dimension of that faith has been historically tried through all phases of domination and dependency in its story. We need to go back to Ubuntu, that concept of that I am because we are. We need to understand the Ashe, to know that the Spirit is within us. A blessed emancipation to Tut, Mun, and Bagay, by the grace of God, Ashe.
Many, many blessings. And to complement such a wonderful reflection, I waste no time to welcome Ambassador Debreen Ahmad to give the welcome.
Good evening, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. The Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Support Commission and the CARICOM Reparations Commission, on which we sit, welcome you to this Watch Night gathering. A particular welcome is extended to those who are joining us for the first time, and we do hope our words and performances tonight will encourage you to give more serious considerations to the issues and the concepts of freedom, of sovereignty, and of reparatory justice. That we recognize together the urgent need for repair of the legacies of chattel enslavement and colonialism that still haunt our very existence. We welcome all leaders of various spheres of influence. We welcome those in the diplomatic corps, and we extend warm Ulaldi greetings to our special guest, Sister Kim Poole, cultural activist from the African American diaspora, and Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, chairperson of the CARICOM Reparations Commission. We are gathered here again to honor the enslaved men, women, and children who succumbed or who survived the horrors of chattel enslavement, the whips, the chains, the brutality, the denial of their humanity. We honor them with solemnity and reverence and celebration. Yes, celebration. Because of them, we are. It is because of their resilience, their resistance, their unceasing demand for freedom and justice that we stand today on the various islands and nations of the Caribbean, central in many ways to the modern world. With the exception of war, perhaps, there are very few areas of human endeavor in which we, their descendants, do not excel. And it is for them that we seek reparations for those who from those who participated in or profited from the chattel enslavement of Africans, now recognized by the United Nations as the gravest crime against humanity. We think of Emancipation Day as the birthday of the modern Caribbean, a Caribbean forged in fire, in death, in Haiti, in Barbados, in Guyana, in Jamaica, here in Antigua, and every other one of our sister nations in this region, where there was a significant enslaved rising approximately every 2 to 3 years during the 18th and early 19th century. We are here tonight to ensure that their story, our history, their struggles, their sacrifices, their victories must never ever be forgotten. We're here tonight reaching to you to help us amplify their stories and insist that our education and cultural systems frame Pan-African consciousness as critical to our national identity and to our social and cultural development. We call on you to join us to ensure that those charged with the responsibility for education and culture see such consciousness as an educational responsibility, to share historical accuracy, to teach truth, to generate new ways of thinking that reconnect us strategically to our motherland and its diaspora. It is with the courage and determination of our ancestors that we must remain active in and dedicated to the struggle for reparatory justice, the global struggle for reparatory justice, which demands a future of sustainable development for descendants of enslaved Africans and indigenous peoples of this region. We challenge European sovereign states, their monarchies, their corporations, their financial institutions, their universities, their churches, and their families to join us in this quest for a new vision for human enlightenment in this 21st century. Alas, I keep forgetting the orders of my bosses in the Reparations Support Commission that I will have other opportunities to speechify, and that tonight my job is just to say welcome only. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
An excellent job indeed. I think he deserves another round of applause. And we get right into some melody as we invite the Nyabingi drumming, which will be done by the Rasta community, Ras Freeman, Big Creek, and Babu Shatin. I'd also like to acknowledge the Honorable Dwayne George. And so just before we go into the drumming, I'll invite him to give the brief remarks.
Good night. Welcome. I'm looking out there to see if I see any of my cabinet members or any of the MPs out there before I start. Professor Hilary Beckles, H.E. Dobrin Omad, Chairman of the Antigua and Barbuda Reparation Support Commission, Miss Kim Poole, brothers and sisters, greetings and good night. As we gathered to celebrate the 192nd anniversary of emancipation, let us not forget that as Africans in the West, we came from a rich heritage of African kings and queens. African societies have been led by kings and queens for centuries, and that our heritage as Africans is rich with examples of a structured culture and the way of life. The hosting of this Watch Night celebration provides the opportunity for us to embrace the efforts to educate ourselves and set the stage for our children to become more educated about our African history. Therefore, our coming together here tonight in recognition of our emancipation is more than just a celebration or an anniversary. It's a national moment of reflection, pride, and purpose. As we honor our past and claim our future, I say happy emancipation, Antigua and Barbuda. Just want to say thank you and good night for giving me this opportunity to stand here and speak before you lovely people and embrace our heritage as Africans in the Caribbean. As you know, we came from a long history, a long line of kings and queens, and so we're all kings and queens in Antigua and Barbuda. We're all heirs to the throne of Africa. So, happy Emancipation Day. Happy Emancipation, Antigua and Barbuda. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Minister. Just want to give the Nyabingi drummers a big round of applause to welcome them back once again.
Haile I, Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari, and Empress Menen Asfa. Give thanks and praises as we celebrate Emancipation 2026. Give thanks for all who come out tonight as we celebrate the true meaning of our festive activities. You know, and it's been given so little attention every year. We wish to see that next year and going forward, that we will honor the day fully, the 1st of August, where the nation can set a program, just like they can have a day, Monday, Tuesday, and they set a program. We need to set a program for the 1st of August and stop this nonsense of just a little peace. Watch night is good, but we need to honor the day. Haile I, Selassie I, Jah, Rastafari. Blessed love.
Yes, give thanks to the giving of thanks, you know. That I turned out to represent I myself as a people. Too long, we forgot where we came from, you know. We must remember where we came from and where we want to go to. Haile I, Jah. So I give thanks for the 92nd, 197, 192 years of emancipation, So I give thanks unto the Most High, who, Haile Selassie, who come as the conquering lion. And the nation bow. 72 different nations bow before the king. And yet still we're not celebrating African independence properly. We need to celebrate I and ourselves and stop celebrating others and left I and I behind. Hallelujah. Jah. I'm going to chant 2 psalms, Yes, I was glad we said unto I, come let us go into the house of the living I. Hallelujah. Jah. And thy feet must stand in thy gates to Jerusalem. Jerusalem build a city that's compact together, where the tribes go up, the tribe of the Most High. Hallelujah. Jah. Unto the testimony of Israel, Ethiopia, to give praise and thanks unto the name of the living I. Hallelujah. Jah. For you said thrones of judgment to judge men, thrones of the house of great David. Pray for love Jerusalem, and I must prosper love the eye. Peace in thy walls and prosperity in thy palaces. For thy brethren and companions' sake, and now say, peace in thy cause of the house of the living eye. Hallelujah. Yeah. And I will now seek thy good old Jacob Selah. Give thanks for the giving of thanks. Hallelujah. Yeah. And I will now go into the Nyabingi chant, Give thanks.
Hallelujah. Jah. One perfect love is to open Jah door. For I love to welcome Rastafari, Yadinom. For the black man, sins are all forgiven. When I am in Mount Zion. One perfect love is to open Jah door. One perfect love is to open Jah door. For I love to welcome Rastafari, Yadinom. For the black man, sins are all forgiven. When I am in Mount Zion. One perfect love is to open Jah door. Hallelujah. Jah. I said I wonder why them wipe them no go away. And I want I said I wonder why them not go away, and I wired them, hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out of Ethiopia land. Hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out of Ethiopia land. I say to go away, Babylonian. I say to go away, Babylonian. Babylon, you must get a big shock of lightning. Babylon, you must get a big shock of yonder. Babylon, you must get a big shock of earthquake. One of these fine days. I said I wonder why them not go away. Why I said I wonder why them not go away, and I wired them higher. Hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire, hot a fire out of Ethiopia land. Hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out of Ethiopia land. I say to Babylonia, earthquake man. I say to go away, Babylonia. Babylon, you must get a big shock of lightning. Babylon, you must get a big shock iron. Babylon, you must get a big shock earthquake. One of these fine days. I said I wonder why them go away, and I wired them higher. I said I wonder why them go away, and I wired them higher. Hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out of Ethiopia land. Hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out, hot a fire burn them out of Ethiopia land. Babylon, you must get a big shock of lightning. Babylon, you must get a big shock of yonder. Babylon, you must get a big shock of earthquake. One of these fine days. Hallelujah. I said I'm proud to be black. I am an Ethiopian. I said I'm proud to be black. I am an Ethiopian. O Congo Moses, Haneran, King Manasseh, Ebatu. I said I fought to be black. I am an Ethiopian. We African have a glorious history. I say we built the first university sanctuary. Oh, Imhotep, father of medicine, he was an African. I said I fought to be black. I am an Ethiopian. I said I fought to be black. I am an Ethiopian. O Congo Moses, Haneran, King Manasseh, Ebatu. I said I fought to be black. I am an Ethiopian. We African have a glorious history. I say we built the first university sanctuary. Oh, Imhotep, father of medicine, he was an African. I see that far to be black. I am an Ethiopian. I am the one black love. one black love. I am the one black love. Rastafari, one black love. And if your mama won't come, and if your papa won't come, and if your sister won't come, for I lift them and come in a one black glove. I am to one black glove. I am to one black glove. I am doing one black love, Rastafari, one black love. And if your mama won't come, and if your papa won't come, and if your sister won't come, for I lift them and come in our one black love. So let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, over I in a whole of Zion, in a whole of Zion, in a whole of Zion, in a whole of Zion. Aye, Jah. Blessed be thy holy name. Blessed. We'll give thanks for the singers and the players of instrument. And I say, hear this, all ye people, low and high, rich and poor, all together. And thy mouth shall speak of wise men, and thy heart shall know of ever standing. And I say colonization is dehumanizing I and I as a people. And I here to remember, recognize, and I must remember that I and I must restore. Colonization only bring us to hewers of wood and brewers of waters. And I as a people in this Iowa is still hewing woods and brewing waters. We are still slaves. And I must be independent and not dependent. So I need to be self-reliance. As the Rastafari says, the 3R, reparation, redemption and repatriation. And I have seen the 3R, meaning remember, reconciliation, yes, and I must restore because colonization is dehumanizing I and I as a people. Blessed love, Rastafari. Blessings.
Blessings. And we want to compliment such an excellent performance because, you know, drumming is very fundamental to our history, but so is poetry. And so I want to invite George Toussaint to give a poem.
Good evening, everybody. All right, I have two pieces to share with you. The first one is titled, She is And I'll preface this real quickly. For those of you who don't know, in the Hindu religion, is considered a holy word of creation. So, just prefacing with that. If I had to stoop so low as to use mere words to describe her, I would say she is wisdom personified, the epitome of regality. She is the sound of the stars, the song of the earth, the breath of all matter. She is a mango tree laden with fruit, her roots embedded deep, deep in the core of eternity. Her eyes are the pools of infinity, her voice pregnant with antiquity. She is the manifestation of worthiness. She is grace. She is depth. She is the correspondence of beings too high to see. She is a message. She is a sign. But I cannot stoop so low as to use mere words to describe her. So I'll say she is Thank you. Now, when I was growing up, there's a joke that my uncle used to tell me. He said, anytime there's a thunderstorm and lightning flashing, go out in the middle of the road and say, Ja, take a picture of I. I say, Uncle, what will happen? He said, just go and say it, man. I wasn't brave enough to do it. So I wrote this poem called Ja, take a picture of I. Ja! Take a picture of I and laugh. His face turned towards the leaden sky. Angry or happy, who can say, when nature break loose and start to play? What happened, youth? You afraid? He asked. Face grinning like a mask, set against the flood beating out of the heavens, back arched to extremes, bare legs splayed and planted, arms flung wide as if to embrace the world. I saw him in the gloom, an unmovable thing amidst the howling winds, glistening skin stretched over corded muscle and bone, grown hard from work and harder life. He seemed an ancient god, commanding the thunder of the skies with the thunder of his voice, and the lightning in his eyes mimicked the lightning in the clouds. Ja! He boomed. Flash, crack, boom. The rumble roared like a mountain, threatening to break the floor in and squash us to bits, and he laughed again. And again he called with a voice pregnant with the eternities. He said, youth, come boy and watch your mother dance. Shout and make Ja see you, boy. And I, cowering beneath that old tamarind tree, watching the laughing madman slowly becoming one with the elements, and he shook his head. The thick ropes of his waist-length locks moved as if alive, generating winds on their own, tossing water out their ends. And it was true. I was afraid. I was always afraid. And I was afraid now of him. And I was afraid of nature's carnival. And he turned his head to me and flashed me a smile filled with missing teeth and said, you mustn't afraid, boy, because dominion was given unto man. And it was then that the lightning struck and time stopped. And I cried out, but he was gone. And all that was left was the echo of his laughter, rolling with the thunder and a whisper, you mustn't afraid, boy. Standing in his footprints, amidst the raging winds and rain, I released my fear and I released the whole of the world. And I, who used to watch lightning behind closed lids, who listened to thunder behind firmly pressed palms, who felt the wind through concrete walls and touched the rain beneath galvanized roofs, planted my feet, spread my arms, turned my face upwards and shouted, Jah! Take a picture of I. Blessings.
We had a powerful jamming session, a powerful poem. Who can guess what's the next powerful performance you would have? Not quite yet, but we have singing. So I want to welcome no other than Jessanai Williams, Calypso Warrior, song Take Me Back.
Good night, everyone. They brought me from Africa to the Caribbean to slave for the master on this plantation. Thanks to me teachers who made me to understand. Now I want to go back home where me come from. So take me back to Mother Africa, take me back. I wanna see me motherland where civilization began. So take me back to Mother Africa, take me back to be with my family, my African ancestry. I want to go home to me motherland, the cradle of civilization. You must understand the cradle of civilization. Teach me about my history. They teach me about slavery and its cruelty. Over 400 years they exploit me, deprive me of education with the plantation night and day. With big dogs and gunmen so we can't run away. So take me back to Mother Africa, take me back. I wanna see me motherland where civilization began. So take me back to Mother Africa, take me back to be with my family, my African ancestry. I want to go home, tell me motherland, the cradle of civilization. You must understand the cradle of civilization. Take me back to my motherland. We feel the pain of slavery, scars and shackles still on me mind. I'm ready for that long journey. Utopia I must find. I'll ride any transportation. If it's him, let me tell you flat. bring a plane or dinghy to take me back. So take me back to Mother Africa, take me back to be with my family, my African ancestries. So take me back to Mother Africa, take me back to be with my family, my African ancestry. I want to go home to me motherland, the cradle of civilization. You must understand the cradle of civilization. Thank you.
Take me back. Give it one more round of applause for Calypso Warrior. I couldn't do what he just did. And we want to thank Calypso Warrior for being with us here tonight. You know, next year, he said he can't come next year because he's going on the big stage to take the crown at Calypso Monarch. So look out for him next year as he show them how it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, you know, we would have had an expression of culture through dance, well, not dances yet, but through poetry, through calypso, and now we will bring you culture and respect and tribute through dance. And I ask that the Antigua Dance Academy make their way. Antigua Dance Academy is one of the, or not even one of the oldest unbroken dance school in Antigua and Barbuda, surviving 35 unbroken years in not just dancing, not just keeping our culture alive, but teaching the next generation that our culture can be expressed through dance. Give it up one more time for the Antigua Dance Academy.
So think it over before you go. Think it over before you walk away and leave me here to jump revival in a lonely way on Pocomania Day. Think it over before you go. Think it over before you walk away and leave me here to jump revival in a lonely way on Pocomania Day. Now hold tight our crew, cause when Charles and Love and Nerve combine, it's trouble. Shock out. My heart is heavy with sadness. Pastor told me you're going away to jump revival in a country church on live so. Spirit in a me. I say the real and come so. Spirit in a me. Me say the official code cause spirit in a me. Take it over before you go. Take it over before you walk away and leave me here to jump revival in a lonely way.
Such an excellent performance. I can see why they're one of the longest serving dance academy. They do such a great job. I almost start dancing my own self. But I'd like to welcome, no stranger to us all, international performing artist, Kim Pole. Kim Pole is a renowned singer, songwriter, speaker, and executive director of the Teaching Artists Institute. Kim Pole has earned international recognition for using music, storytelling, and artistic expression to advance social transformation, healing, and reparatory justice. Through her work across Africa, the Caribbean, and the United States, she has championed cultural restoration, Pan-African solidarity, and the use of art as a catalyst for community empowerment and sustainable development. Give her a big, big round of applause.
Send her, please. Don't let this harvest pass. Send her, please. Don't let this harvest pass. Send her, please. Don't let this harvest pass. And I'll see the soul at last. My God is an awesome man of war. My God is an awesome man of war. Sinner, please, and I'll see the soul at last. Clap for yourselves, family. We serve an awesome God, and this is our first time with the band. I think there's a keyboardist. Go ahead and start, honey. It's all right. It's our first time. It's my first time in Antigua, and we're here for reparations. But you know, reparations is not only about the money they owe us, because they owe us, honey, they do. It's not only about the legislation in the courtrooms, it's also about the reparation we owe ourselves. You see, we owe it to ourselves to remember, kumbusho, to remember, to give ourselves a second chance for who we've become inside these systems that distort our humanity. Everybody around the world, man, woman, boy, children, girl, second chance. Wake up to your second chance. Wake up to your second chance. Second second chance. One more day to say I love you. One more day to say that I'm sorry. Say I didn't mean it. Everybody around the world, man, woman, boy, children, girl. Oh, 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 oh. Wake up to your second chance. Wake up to your second chance. One more day to say I love you. One more day to say that I'm sorry. Say I didn't mean it. Da 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 da. I want you to pay that reparation to yourself. Look next to your neighbor, the person sitting right next to you. You, honey, you right there. Look at them, look at them. Everybody around the world, man, woman, boy, children, girl. It's okay to stare. Look right into their soul, honey. Wake up to your second chance. Wake up to your second chance. Look into the eyes of their soul. One more day to say I love you. One more day to say that I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Say it. Say I'm so sorry for everything. So sorry. But we get a second chance tonight. Clap for Ambassador Dombury because he put all of this together, family. It's time for us to awaken our imagination. Reparation is about imagination. It's about regeneration. We have a right to regenerate and get a second chance. Second chance. Oh, 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 yeah. It's okay to cry. We have a second chance. Yeah. 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 Oh, this that old good school, that old school music. There it is. Do that again. Come on, sway y'all. It's a nice breeze out here. Does it feel to have a girl like me that's undoubtedly head over heels? She's in love with you. What am I to do? Every little step I take, every little move I make is just to bring me closer to you. Well, hey, baby, let's make it more, baby. You and me, we could be perfect. Let's make it more, baby. I could be your leading lady, honey. Let's make it more, baby. We could be perfect. Ooh, baby. Every little step I take, every little move I make is just to be closer to you. at a picture show. We're holding hands. We're like a beautiful song at the end of the movie. When the words come on, we can lay to black, happily ever after. That's that. On and on and on and on and on. You and me, we could be your movie, babe. You and me, we could be perfect. Let's be your movie, babe. I could be your leading lady, honey. Let's be your movie, baby. We could be perfect. I've got sunshine. Ooh, y'all know that. On a cloudy day. Come on, if you know that, sing along. Yes. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Oh, yeah. This is your part now. I guess you say, I can't hear you. What can make you feel this way? A movie can make you feel this way. A movie. We need to remember love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, we could be like the black and white piano keys, oh, all across our community. We could be just like those red and green, the leaves in the trees, like the green on the leaves. Oh, it's so natural for us to be in harmony. If we could simply remember who we were, what we are, what we need. So I come a long way, y'all, from Miami, from Baltimore to Miami, and then another flight, and it's only American Airlines, and we're gonna boycott them. Let's boycott American Airlines, family. We're gonna do that. That's a part of our repair. We're working up our campaign. But you know, there are many things that we fight against. We fought and we gained our independence, especially right here in Antigua, right? We fought with the revolutionary spirit of our ancestors, and it sustained us. But there aren't enough people talking about what we should build for. We got a lot of people telling us what we don't want. They just telling it like it is. But now we need a few people, as we think about our reparative future, to tell us like it can be. But we're not there yet. You see, in my city of Baltimore, Baltimore sugar, we see the end result. You have the sugar plantations here in the Caribbean, and in my city of Baltimore, we find the refineries, right? Well, we have a song about that. We're going to get it off our chest before we imagine our reparative future. Ba-da-da-da, 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 ba-da-da-da. Sugar, do you like toffee, pina colada, mocha in your coffee? Sugar, home of the Baltimore Sugars. many, many flavor. Sugar, oh, do you like toffee, pina colada, mocha in your coffee? Sugar, sugar, home of the Baltimore sugars, finger licking good. Let me explain it. Home of the sugar, baby, sugar mama, sugar is candy, baby. I wanna know what it feels like, nah, 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 'cause it feels real good. Wanna know what it feels like on the sugar rush, high, high, high. Oh, sugar, oh, do you like toffee, pina colada, mocha in your coffee? Sugar, home of the Baltimore sugars, many, many flavor. Sugar, oh, do you like toffee, pina colada, mocha in your coffee? Sugar, home of the Baltimore sugar, finger licking good. Listen, we're triple rated. Go home or be the greatest. Baltimore, I want it so bad I can taste it. The aroma, smell it in the air. You go down to my harbor, sugar's burning in the air. It's burning in the air. I want a sugar, ga. I want the sweetest thing. Just want a little sugar in my bowl. Sugar, azúcar, el dulce, pina colada, mocha en la café. Sugar, sugar. If you can make it in Baltimore, if you can make it in Antigua and Barbuda, if you can make it over there in Barbados, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. That's sugar. Just want a little sugar in my bowl. 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 Azúcar, el dulce, pina colada, mocha en la café. Azúcar, el dulce, pina colada, mocha in your cafe. Azúcar, el dulce, pina colada, mocha in your cafe. Sugar, home of the Baltimore sugars. If you can make it here, you can make, you can make, you can make it here anywhere. You see, because we have different expressions of the same manifestation. Whether you're in Baltimore or Barbados, Antigua or Barbuda, if you're over there in the Netherlands, from Suriname, if you find yourself in Kenya, Lagos, to the Aborigines, to the Dravidians in India, we are all different expressions of the same manifestation. Give us, yeah, that's it. That's you right there, right? So I told them, I said, listen, band, this is our first time together. So I want you to give as much as you get. Give me a little bit of the Antigua sound. That's what this is, right? Inkulisa Ingani. Inkulisa Ingani. She said, that means with what do you apologize? She said, Inkulisa Ingani. With what do you apologize? One part, one space. With what do you apologize? What do you owe me? With one heart, with one space. With what do you owe me? With what do you apologize? Reparations now, now, now. Reparations now, now, now. Reparations now, now, now. With what do you apologize? Now, now, now. Reparations now, now, now. Reparations now, now, now. With what do you apologize? Inkulisa Ingani. With what do you owe me? Ingulisa Ingani. With what do you owe me? With what do you owe me? When who is it that you speak? Speakers all over the world. We got so many heroes on our town. We got Sir Hillary Beckles. Yes, the tall one with the freckles. We got Ambassador Dumbre. Oh, I'm here cause he called me. That lady over in Jamaica, Jamrock. She been writing for us and don't stop. So many of us, Ron Daniels. In my window there's a candle cause we got people speaking for us. And we got many elders rapping for us. And all around the world it's me and them. Doing what we can for all of us. Hey, with what do you owe me? With what do you owe me? With what do you apologize? That was cute. Thank you. Yes, that's the Antigua style. We're gonna finish that, family. We're gonna finish that. Thank you for being our test audience. We think that that's gonna go somewhere. I said when I came I would do a little bit with the Antigua style, and so we're just tasting and we're cooking together. But I'm about to get out of here, but before I do, I'm preparing you to hear from Sir Hillary Beckles. And the reason that this is a very special occasion is because I don't know if you know Marcus Mosiah Garvey. If you know Marcus Mosiah Garvey, want to hear you say, yeah, yeah. I said, if you know Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Amy Ashwood Garvey, I want to hear you say, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hey, listen. Because you know, there's a song called Redemption Song, written by Bob Marley. And this song was written using the lyrics of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You see, he gave a speech in Nova Scotia, over in the diaspora, a little closer to where I stay. And after this speech, Bob Marley was just an outboy. He was in the audience, you see. And he wrote this song, Redemption Song, based on the lyrics of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And you see, tonight is a special night because we're waiting for inspiration from the ancestors. They're going to use Sir Hillary Beckles, and tonight we're going to pull messages from his speech. I want everybody to say, pull. I want to see your arm. I want you to reach out, and I want you to say, pull. You got to ask for what you want. God said, write the vision, make it plain, say, pull. We're going to pull messages. The ancestors are going to use him, and we're going to pull messages from his speech tonight, and we're going to be inspired as artists to write songs just like Bob Marley did for Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And so in honor of that spirit, we're going to raise the vibration and we're going to sing just a bar or two of Redemption Ritual. But before we do, we got to give it homage. We got to pay homage. I want you to pull out that cell phone and I want you to turn on that light. I know you people got your technologies. You pull out those phones wherever they are. I'll wait. Da, 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 da. as they ride by. Stole life from the merchant ships. I know you know this one. Right before they stole life, from the bottomless pit. But my head, it be strong, strength from the hand of the Almighty. Yeah, we walk forward this generation triumphantly. Yes, so help me sing this song of freedom, 'cause all I ever had is redemption song. I love this part. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear of atomic energy, 'cause none of that can stop the time. How long will they kill our prophets while we stand and look? They say that's just help me sing, just help me sing. Oh, can you help me say this song of freedom on this emancipation, this 192nd emancipation? 'Cause redemption song, this song of freedom, redemption song, this song's for you, Antigua and Barbuda, this song's for you. Give him a little bit. Come on, bass player. You're a bass singer. Come on out here. Let them see you. Come on. That's right. Walk, walk. You a bass singer. Sing, 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 sing. Sing freedom. Sing for me. This song of freedom. Yes. This song of freedom. This song's for you. Redemption song. Freedom, hey, freedom, 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 hey, freedom, 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 hey, oh, 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 this song's for you, this song's for you, oh, this song's for you, this song's for you, oh. This song's for you, this song for you, oh, freedom, 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 go, freedom, 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 fist in the air, freedom, 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 listen, freedom everywhere, listen, freedom for you, freedom for me. me. Freedom together, we can make anything. Whoa, redemption song. Thank you, Antigua and Barbuda. Happy Emancipation Day.
Another round of applause for Kim. That's Kim Pohl. You know, she came hundreds, thousands of miles to join us tonight, and she came of her own free will, despite the many attempts to stagger her way here to Antigua and Barbuda. And we thank Sister Kim for being here with us tonight. We now move on to our featured address for tonight's proceedings. Sir Hilary MacDonald Beckles is a Barbadian economic historian, the Vice Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, and the Chairman of the CARICOM Reparations Commission, and an internationally recognized expert on higher education, social justice, and Caribbean history. A citizen of Barbados and also a citizen of the Caribbean, Sir Hilary has authored over 13 books, including Britain's Black Debt, Reparations for Caribbean Slavery and Native Genocide, and Natural Rebels, a social history of enslaved black women in Barbados. Sir Hilary is also a global leader and advocate. Sir Hilary leads the CARICOM Reparations Commission to advocate for reparatory justice for Native genocide and slavery in the Caribbean. Sir Hilary holds leadership roles within UNESCO as the Vice President of the Slave Route Project and an editor for the General History of Africa series. It gives me, as a reparationist, as a student of history, and as a member of the Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Support Commission, it gives me great pleasure and an honor to welcome on stage Sir Professor Hilary MacDonald Beckles. Please give him a warm Antiguan applause.
Very good evening, everyone. It is a tremendous joy and a great honor to be here again at home in Antigua and Barbuda. Is that better? Okay. Now, Dorbreen approached me a few months ago and said, I want to have the historian here to speak history, but not tonight. Tonight, I am not speaking any history. Tonight, I am an accountant. I'm an accountant tonight. Because I have been looking at the books. I have been examining the balance sheet. So tonight I am talking the numbers. Now, the first number is that the British receive 200 years of free labor from 20 million of us. You begin to calculate 200 years of free labor from 20 million women, men, children, and babies. I have to add the babies because the babies were a commodity. As soon as the babies were born and could walk and were weaned, they were worth 10 pounds, 15 pounds. So by the time they reached 15 years old, they were worth more on the market than their parents. So we have to add the babies in the calculation. Now, we are gathered in this meeting to speak about emancipation as a piece of legislation that the British Parliament decided they were going to legislate by an act of Parliament our freedom. I am here in this meeting tonight to speak about the numbers. So, the British Parliament met in 1833 and passed a law. And this is what the law said. We have 600,000 enslaved black people, mostly in the Caribbean, but across the world. Okay, 600,000 of our foreparents. The market value of these 600,000 ancestors was calculated by the Parliament at 45 million pounds. So that was our asset value. That is what the balance sheet of the government showed, that they have 45 million pounds in value invested in these 600,000 black people, our foreparents. Now, the act went on to say, but if we're going to free 600,000 enslaved assets, how are we going to get our money back? First question, how are we going to get our money back? It's okay to talk about freedom and emancipation, but you are taking away people's assets, and somebody must repay those people their asset value. And so the British government said, okay. We have to work out a strategy to deal with this matter. And the strategy was, first of all, you cannot take away people's property and don't compensate them for the loss of their property, because the black people are property. So the Emancipation Act begins with the idea that we are taking away people's property, their private property, and therefore we have to compensate them for the taking away of their property. So we are going to pay compensation, reparations to the enslavers. Okay. So the act was passed in the Parliament with the provision that we have to pay 45 million pounds to the enslavers for taking away their property. And it was the first time in British history that the Parliament had finally agreed that black people were not human beings, they were property, non-human property assets. And that was the Emancipation Act. The Emancipation Act defined us as property, and therefore it was an act of moral, legal, political outrage. That on the one hand you say you're freeing people, and on the other hand you're saying they're not human beings, they're property, and we are going to pay property compensation to the enslavers. That Emancipation Act was the most racist act ever passed in any parliament in Europe. It was an act of unadulterated racism. So we're not celebrating the Emancipation Act. We are marking the moment. We are marking the moment. So let us look at that moment. The government said we don't have 45 million pounds to pay enslavers. So what we're going to do, we're going to pay them 20 million in cash. We're going to pay them 20 million in cash, and then we're going to make the emancipated work for another 6 years to pay off the remaining 25 million in kind. So we're going to free them and then make them work for free for another 6 years to work off the 25 million in cash and in kind. Now, there can be no imagined political process of manipulation of a people than what took place in that act of legislation. But the black people were not sitting back and watching this from their armchairs. The enslaved people and the free black people were petitioning the British government and asking the question, how about us? When are we going to get our compensation? When are you going to pay us our reparations? We are entitled to reparations because the greatest crime you can commit is to take away people's right to the benefit of their labor. For thousands of years it was understood that every human being has the right to be the beneficiary of the fruits of their labor. And slavery represented a theft of the person's humor, a theft of their right to benefit from their labor. And since our labor was stolen from us, we must be compensated for that theft. And thus, while the parliamentarians were on the inside discussing reparations for the enslavers, the black people were outside of the parliament asking, where is our reparations? Then came the answer. Be silent. Be silent. Be still. And be grateful that we are freeing you, and your reparations is your freedom. That was the audacity of that legislation. Be still and be silent and be grateful. So, the line was drawn in the sand. And here we are now. Here we are, 193 years later, and we are asking the same question because we have not given up on our right. And for generation after generation after generation, we were asking the question, when are we going to get reparations for the theft of our labor? We have not given up. We have never given up. Because we have a sacred pledge to our foreparents that we will never give up. we will never give up until there's justice. So we have that pledge. So we are in a meeting here tonight. And this meeting is a reaffirmation of our pledge and our commitment never to give up. And it's important that we adopt this position because the enslavers believe that the further in time we go, the more the black people would say, well, we done with that. That the younger generations will say, we done with that. That was our parents and our grandparents and our great-grandparents. We done with that. They are working on the assumption that the longer we take with this struggle, the more disillusioned we are going to become, and we're going to throw in the towel. That's their position. But the history is showing something else. Let me tell you right now what is their biggest fear. All the enslaving nations, what is their biggest fear right now? How did our grandparents mark the centenary of that Emancipation Act? The 1930s. What happened in the Caribbean in the 1930s? The centenary of the 1830s legislation. There were rebellions right across the Caribbean. Every Caribbean society went up in rebellion against colonization. From Belize, where it started, 1933 St. Kitts, it went all through the Caribbean, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad, Antigua, until it reached Jamaica in 1938. For 4 years, every Caribbean society went up in rebellion against colonization to mark the moment. Why would they mark the moment of a centenary of emancipation with acts of rebellion? Why would they do that? Because they were insisting upon reparatory justice generation by generation by generation. And there they were, 1930s, 100 years of emancipation, and they mark the moment with Caribbean rebellion. Well, this is 2026. And in 7 years' time, is going to be the bicentenary of emancipation. And I can tell you, in the British Parliament right now, they are panicking because they're wondering if the black people in the Caribbean rebelled to mark the 100 years of emancipation, what are they going to do to mark the 200 years of emancipation? We were in the British Parliament just 2 weeks ago talking to them about this. And I can tell you, in the corridors of that Parliament, they are wondering what we are going to do for the marking of the 200 years. We have given them a choice. The world has now agreed that the chattel enslavement of African people was the gravest crime ever committed in the history of humanity. The United Nations has made that decision. And the United Nations has told the enslavers to participate in reparations discussions with the victims of the people who experienced that crime. So the jury is now out. The world has spoken. And I can tell you, when the United Nations was getting ready to pass that vote, the conversations across the global media were incredible. The Chinese government The Chinese government was making it clear we are going to the United Nations to stand up with the African people of this world. We voting with them. Even the Iranians, the Iranian government said we are voting with the black people of this world at this time. The Russians, all of Africa said we are now speaking with one voice. All the black people on this planet are now speaking with one voice. The world has changed. The world has changed. The world has changed. And in this meeting tonight, we have to ask ourselves, what are we going to do in the next 6 years to make our position perfectly clear? We have come to the conclusion that reparations is no longer a discussion. We're no longer making the case. The case has been made. And the case has been made, and the United Nations in its General Assembly has endorsed that decision that reparations must be paid to the African people and their descendants. The decision has been taken. And they have told the enslaving government, sit down with them. Sit down with CARICOM. Sit down with the African American community. Sit down with black people all over the world. Have meetings to discuss the negotiation. So we are now at the stage of this struggle where international political and legal opinion is that the discussion of compensation and reparations must now take place. Not a question of if and when, it's a question of how. We are here in this meeting because it has taken us nearly 200 years to achieve this stage of this conversation. And I want you to celebrate, as you've heard Marcus Garvey, you've heard all of the great leaders of the Caribbean, all of our African community who have fought this struggle, and we are not giving up. But you know, even when the British government was passing that 1833 Emancipation Act, they were passing that law in the background of fear, because the black people of the Caribbean had spoken. Remember, it was 20 years before that the Haitians had gone up in rebellion, revolution, and destroyed the largest slave population economy structure that existed. Freed themselves. 600,000 African people across Haiti and beyond said, we are finished with this. Then the enslaved people in Barbados in 1816 rose up in rebellion. We are finished with this slavery stuff. We finished with it. Then in Guyana, 1823, the Guyanese people said, we are finished with this, up in rebellion. And then in 1831 in Jamaica, Sam Sharp, the Jamaican people, the largest community of enslaved people in the Caribbean, 300,000 of them, said, we are finished. So when that act was being passed, it was being passed in an environment of panic and fear, because the voice of the black people in the Caribbean was made perfectly clear. We are finished with this slavery, and either you abolish it or we are going to destroy it ourselves. And that was the choice they had. You legislate, or we are going to destroy it by force of arms. That was what they sat in their parliament to decide. And they chose to legislate. Because if they had not legislated, we would have self-emancipated. And that was a choice they had. So we're back there again with that choice. They will either sit down with us and negotiate the reparations payment, or then they will have to wait and see what we are going to do about it. But history has a logic of its own. They did not expect that we would have marked the centenary of emancipation with the rejection of colonization. And now they have established a committee. And that committee is to figure out what is the thinking of black people in the Caribbean as they approach the bicentenary of emancipation. What are they going to do? They're trying to figure out now what we are going to do, because they know that there has been no justice. And they know that we are demanding justice and that we will never give up. So we are now at the stage. I call it the final stage. We are now in the final moments of this conversation. We have crossed the river, and now we are looking at each other across the water. Who is going to move first? That is where the conversation has reached now. All of the institutions, as you've heard, are now talking about apologies and reparations. I have never heard so many apologies in the last 2 or 3 years in the whole 100 years since emancipation. The churches are apologizing, paying reparation. The banks, the insurance companies, the Church of England, the Bank of England, all of these corporate bodies that were enriched from 200 years of free labor, we are now receiving apologies. Every day you open the newspaper, somebody is apologizing because the research has exposed their corruption. The universities are apologizing because they were getting their scholarships and their endowments, and they were getting new libraries and laboratories from the revenue out of Caribbean enslavement. So now, this is where we're at. But to say sorry is the first step. It's not the final step. It's the first step. You apologize for the crime you have committed, and then you commit to assisting the victims to repair the harm that you have done. That is what it is. You commit in law and in morality to help the victim to recover from the damage you have caused. So now we are surrounded by apologies every day. And we are now entering that phase where we are saying, now sit down, let us sit down and have the conversation. So those of you who are here this evening, in this meeting, in this gathering, you are the final iteration of a long struggle. You are all here standing on the shoulders of our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our great-great-grandparents, all the way back. And that philosophy has come down the generations to us. So it is our duty right now to finish this business. It is our duty to finish it now, because we are now at the stage where we can finish it. Because on Monday afternoon, I am going to be hosting the President of Ghana, the Right Excellent Mahama. I'm going to be hosting him at the University of the West Indies headquarters. Because Africa, he said, and the black people of the diaspora will now and forever be speaking with one voice on this business. One voice. This is where we have reached. And I can tell you, those enslaving countries are now in a state of panic. Because when Africa and its people across the world are seeing the future through the same eyes and speaking about their future with the same voice, that is a revolution of no presidential order. It is now here. And we have created this moment. Our ancestors started it, and now we are going to finish it. So, sisters and brothers, this is it. This is the time, and this is the moment when we, in the next few years, are going to finish this conversation. I thank you for the generosity of your listening. Thank you.
Sir Hilary, I ask that you remain on stage just for a short presentation as we welcome Ambassador Debreen to present it to you. I always knew that you were an excellent historian, but this, I must say, this was my favorite accounting class. No numbers, just bare words, facts, and wonderful memories and things we should action.
Yeah, I suppose. Brothers and sisters, about 3 months ago, the CARICOM Reparations Commission was invited to Uganda to take part in a series of programs, university programs, and also the African Liberation Day event in Kampala, Uganda, which is the largest event on the continent. And we were invited there. Our leader, Professor Hilary Beckles, at the last moment could not make the trip. Those who gave us the invitation is a group called AIDO, A-I-D-O. AIDO is the representative group of traditional kings and queens in Africa. AIDO has installed Professor Hilary Beckles, and I'm standing here. His real name is Papa Osikol, O-S-I-K-O-L, which is the name that he has been given by the traditional kings and queens. At that meeting in Kampala, he was presented with an amazing award. It's the Nelson Mandela Royal Honor for Global African Unity, presented to Professor Sir Hilary Beckles. And since I was there, I brought it to Antigua, and I told him that he was not going to get this award until he joined us on the stage here tonight. And so, on behalf of IDO, and certainly on behalf of the CARICOM Reparations Commission also, I would like to present this award, the Pan-African Impact Awards, the Nelson Mandela Royal Honor for the Global African Union, to Papa Osikol. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gotcha. You can have it.
That was an award that was absolutely deserving, and he got it in the best place possible. I wanted to give him a big round of applause one more time. And to top that excellent performance and speech off, we now turn to our steel band performance by Vibe Steel Band, which is right to your left, and you'll hear an excellent performance from them. Give them one big round of applause one more time.
What's sweeter than pan music? Anything sweeter than sweet steel pan music? Give it up one more time for the Vibes Steel Pan Orchestra. But you know what goes very nice with sweet steel pan music? Sweet calypso. Especially by Sweet Singing Melody. Singing Melody is the 2025 Village School Liquorman Pell Monarch and also the 2025 Junior Calypso Monarch. Give it up, the queen is in the building. Let's welcome Sweet Singing Melody.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Train a child in the way they should grow, and they will never depart from it. Dun dun da day. Pam pam pana. People say things were different in their time. Families would be praying, fasting as the sunrise. But things different nowadays. Everybody going their own way. Nobody has time to say, let's get on our knees and pray for our society. I am not afraid for the future of the youths. I am not afraid once we mold them from the roots. If we can be a society that lays the right foundation, my nation, I tell you I am confident that the youths will represent well. Dun dun da day. This is a tribute to our ancestors. Ever since the beginning, we were commanded by God. When you are raising your children, you should spare not the rod. But things different nowadays. Everyone exists in their own space. I wonder who would really care to get on their knees and pray for our society. I am not afraid for the future of the youths. I am not afraid once we mold them from the roots. If we can be a society that lays the right foundation, my nation, I tell you I am confident that the youths will represent well. Dun dun da day. Now the whole world is changing. more than ever before. So what I am ascertaining is our future is sure. Things different nowadays. Everybody going their own way. So help me set the trend today. Let's get on our knees and pray for our society. I am not afraid for the future of the youth. I am not afraid once we mold them from the roots. If we can be a society that lays the right foundation, my nation, I tell you I am confident that the youth will represent well. We are the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you!
Who agrees that the melody was definitely sweet? And to complement that sweet melody, we invite Riza to give a poem.
Good night, everyone. It is truly a pleasure to be able to perform at an event like this. The name of this piece is called The Sins of the Mother. I am the adult child of a narcissistic mother, receiving the bare minimum of care while suffering abuses so severe the rest of the world blocks their ears when I speak. My mother is a master at dodging accountability. She is loath to speak of the whips and the chains, or how she stripped me of my name and language, then force-fed me her doctrine until I was weak and languid, just the way she liked it. See, that's so much better, she'd say. Now you're civilized, like a proper country. All the while, her children would cry, the sun never sets on mother's cruelty. Our value to mother lay in what we could provide. Every investment she made in us fed her bottom line. Needless to say, the relationship was tenuous. The wheel of her tyranny broke in 1834 when, one by one, deciding we could be colonies no more, my siblings and I broke free. First, Jamaica in 1962, then Grenada in 73, and so on and so forth, until 1981, when little sister Barbuda and I broke free. Now, in mother's absence, I've attracted lustful eyes, tourists, investors, all wolves eager to feed on the wounds mother left behind. My people have gone from the labor of the plantation to the pantomime of hospitality, all still performing mother's so-called civility. The shackles are gone, but they still pledge fealty to the God who sanctioned them, policing themselves from their hairline to their hem, scrubbing their skin that she called inferior. Meanwhile, she built palaces using the blood of their ancestors as mortar. My mother cannot, or rather will not, admit to her crimes. You see, plausible deniability is the order of the day. Pay no mind to the millions who died or the millions who still live in poverty. She has washed her hands. Apparently, that's on me. Nevertheless, me and my people, we shine with a resilience forged in the fires of fighting for our liberation. Everything I have is built from ashes. So despite mother's dismissal, When I ask for reparation, I come not as a child asking for pocket change, but as master of my own destiny, convinced of my worth and imbued with the knowledge that I deserve recompense. For every lash, for every stroke, for every person who was dragged from their home across the sea, this mutiny will last forever. The sins of the mother will not pass on to the generations, for I am a living mirror, and mother cannot hide from her reflection.
Brilliant, brilliant work, Sister Raisa. Thank you so much for that. Brothers and sisters, I ask that you spare us 30 seconds as we pay tribute, a moment of silence for the father of the Vibes Steel Pan Orchestra. They perform so beautifully, although the leader of the band, he just got word that his father just passed away. So we ask for 30 seconds, moments of silence in honor of Mr. Oswald Boer's father who just passed away.
I think the ability of the band to still perform despite that news really show how resilient we are as people. And I think we just want to give them one more round of applause for the excellent performance that they did. And we have one more award to issue tonight. So I'll turn over again to Ambassador Dubreen to give that award.
Thank you. Tonight is my night for giving awards. The Antigua and Barbuda Reparation Support Commission, we were formed back in 2013. So we're talking that we have existed and we've been working steadfastly for the last 13 years. During that period, a number of persons have been members of the commission. Some have moved on to other things in the society. Of course, the issue of migration has also been a factor in the strength and the longevity of the commission. We honor our members at the end of every year. We have a Kwanzaa event and we award we give awards as, member of the year, the person who has contributed beyond call of duty. Tonight, however, I have a different award to give. This award goes to Miss Angelique O'Donoghue, and I will read the award. It is on her appointment to the Senate of Antigua and Barbuda. The Reparations Commission is confident that the call for reparatory justice will be made central to national policy. My apologies. Let me read it again then. The Reparations Commission is confident that the call for reparatory justice will be made central to national policy discourse. So on behalf of the Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Support Commission, we would like to present this plaque to one of our strongest, most active members, Sister Angelica O'Donoghue.
Thank you so very much, Ambassador. This is the second time. The very first time when I got appointed, the person that I called first was, of course, my chairman, because without him, without the study of him and all of the elders on the Reparations Commission, I don't think I would have had the courage to always step forward and to advocate for everything on a national discord. So this is for all the other young people that we are encouraging to be a part of the commission. It is not just advocacy, it is learning, it is professional development, it is personal development, and to be among some of the most eloquent speakers, the most well-read minds, and one of the most formative advocates coming out of Antigua and Barbuda is truly a privilege and an honor. So thank you very much, Ambassador, and thank you to all my brothers and sisters on the commission. I'm going to put it next to my senator certificate.
A very special moment indeed. And I waste no time inviting the band members from the Wadadli Vibes Band to give us a performance.
Yeah. Turn up the mic. Holy Emmanuel I King Selassie I Jah Rastafari. And I say blessed emancipation to one and all. Let me just say greetings and emancipation greetings to Paul Quinn, you know. Brother Paul Quinn, a man that would always be here every year, you know, even hosting this event. Selassie I Jah Rastafari. Say blessed be the Most High. And I say no night in Zion there is no night day. Could you please turn up the mic? Hallelujah, there is no night day. For Rastafari is I light, and I need no candlelight. Hallelujah, there is no night day. And Mrs. Zion is a holy place. No sin shall enter there. No sin shall enter there. Well, I say Zion is a holy place. Mount Zion is a holy place. No sin can enter there. And I say, no night in a Zion, there is no night there. Hallelujah, there is no night there. Cause Rastafari is I light, and I need no candlelight. Hallelujah, there is no night there. And I say glory be to the Most High Jah Rastafari. And my name is Elements. And I will be singing 3 songs for the eye still. Highly I King Selassie. And I want to say blessed emancipation. And within this emancipation I say to strengthen your intuition rather than your analyzation. Let your thoughts be real and let your ways react, that it may reflect on the whole nation as good and worthwhile. Blessed love. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Bob Marley says so. Run it. Hey, hey. Seek the Most High first, and all will be added. Hey, Elements. Listen to people, His Jah's and a good lines. For it is written in the holy books of the ancient scrolls. Listen to people, call on Jah and he raised thy frown. His imperial majesty's utterance is constitutional. When you seek the Most High first, You will heal your increase in extreme abundance. When you do Rastafari work, you'll be greater in oil, rook and larger in performance. When you do Rastafari work, you'll be wealthy absolutely in substance. Perfect you part of the road and of the hidden as an inheritance. Well, listen to people, each hours and good lines, for it is written in the holy books of the ancient scroll. Listen to people, yeah, call on Jah and he raised thy far around. His imperial majesty's utterance is constitutional. Awake from your sleep and your slumber, open your righteousness, your conscience. Free your mind from your bonds of obscurity. Open up to righteousness. Stamp evil asunder. He only little. For when you observe your words and you walk in your light, you will attend to your prayers. Tell me now. No heed the most. I illuminate your third eye. Your roots, your identity, culture and your heritage. We Africans, we are blessed with divine privilege. First parents of creation, see village. Listen to people. Heal your words and gird thy lines. For it is written in the holy books of the ancient caravans. Call on Jah and raise thy frown. His imperial majesty's utterance is constitutional. When you seek your most high first, you heal your increase in extreme abundance. Do Rastafari work. And when you seek Rastafari first, you'll be wealthy absolutely in substance. Possess the uttermost part of the earth and of the hidden other inheritance. Well, listen to people. Blessed, 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 yeah, 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 People, call on Jah and he raised thy far around. Blessedness. It's an honor to represent for the I them, you know. Do it from emancipation for the nation Rastafari. And I say, I people know that Rastafari is the healer for the world. Well, what a shame, yeah. From the day we were born, we never see the real money. All we see are the counterfeit. Your culture say, when you say so now. Why? No. When we tell them, bring back the money with the sign of the lion bandit. Do you hear what I say? Oh, hey, take back your money with the sign of the dragon bandit. We don't want that. No. Say we no want to hear no more of your John Francis Drake, slave master at that. Cause we no want to hear about your old slave master Long John Silver. Who the boy they? We don't want them boy run ya, so we sing. Take back the money with the sign of the dragon bandit. Do you hear what I say, my people? Yeah. Oh, bring back the money with the sign of the lion bandit. Give me a lever, cause we no want to hear about your own slave master, Long John Silver. Them boy, they are thief and liar. Fire burn them. Hey. Say we no want to hear no more of your old master. Francis Drakes and them and the slave master. Fire burn. While we tell them, bring back the money with the sign of the lion. I want the lion there. See the lion there? Wow, 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 wow. I say, take back the money with the sign of the dragon. Bandit. No, we don't want none of that, no. I tell you, bring back the money with the sign of the lion. Bandit. Black people, rise and take your stand. I say, take back the money with the sign of the dragon. Bandit. Red fire burn, big up Naya Bengi. Hey yo! Well. We don't want them kind of money there, yeah. Whoa. Oh! It is an honor to represent. Emancipate your mind, emancipate your soul, emancipate your physical realms, emancipate yourself from mental, physical, economical, spiritual, psychological, physiological obscurity, and be free like the birds and the bees. Rastafari says so. Yo, cut it. Don't you ever mess with Satan. It is useless. Yo! Cause we now go in a Babylon system. We go big them break. Cool. How you feeling? Let me hear you sing with me, man. I know you know the song, man. Yo. Let us sing together. Let's sing together. Whoa. One more time, I say. Cause we now go in a Babylon system. We go bake them bread. We now go in a Satan kingdom. We go bake them bread. Why Satan company? Them are snipers, all of them. Satan company. Them are snipers. One more time, cause we now go in a Babylon system. We go bake them the bread. We now go in a Satan kingdom. We go bake them bread. Why Satan company? Them are snipers, all of them. Satan company. Them are snipers. Low. They walk on cheap and thief the people all the time. Then they run go sit down in a conference while some drink wine. Why Satan company? Them a sniper. Me tell them now. Satan company. Them a sniper. One more time. I would like to be in a your conference at all. Hey. Just to try and keep more people down. Wow. Yo, Satan company. Them a sniper. Why? Satan company. Them a sniper. So on the neighbor. I digested. Walk on the road without a lot. Rastafari, yo. Satan company. Them a sniper. Why? Satan company. Them a sniper. Why? Now we
in a Babylon kingdom. We go beg them bread. Me not go in a Satan kingdom. We go beg them the bread. Draw Satan company. Them are snipers. Why? Satan company. Them are snipers. Whoa. Now go in a Satan kingdom. We go beg them the bread. Now go in a Satan kingdom. We go beg them the bread. Satan company. Them a sniper. Satan company. Them a sniper. Give me a load on. Give me a dub style. Dub style. Why? Hey, dub style. Well, this is emancipation, and I greet you well. Straight out of heaven, I come to tell you. Free up your mind from your obscurity. Free up your soul from stress. Free up your kidney and all your organs in your body. And I live for the best. Yo, so we not go in a Babylon a kingdom. We go build them. Hey, yo, fire!
You don't know who to trust. Your worst enemy could be your best friend, and your best friend, your worst enemy. Good night, everybody. So we'll eat and drink with you. Then behind us to sip on you. Only your friends know your secret, so only he could reveal it. Say, and who don't care fit, let them wait. Who don't care fit, let them wait. I said I try my gun, I'm in no carnival. I singing crap, 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 crap. I singing crap, 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 crap. What? Some will hate you, pretend they love you now, then behind it try to eliminate you. Say, who jobless? Why? No man goes. Thank God. Why? I've passed the worst. Hey, hypocrites and parasites will come out to take a bite. And if night should turn to day, a lot of people will run away. Said I would careful, let them away. Hold careful, let them away. I said I try to come, I'm in a carnival. I singing crap, 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 crap. I singing grub, grub, grub. Grub, 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 grub. I singing grub, grub, grub. Grub, grub, grub. I singing grub, grub, grub. Let's go. Grub, grub, grub. Nice. Good evening, everybody. Everybody feeling alright? Alright. Giving you some nice reggae music, alright? Move! Whoa, sorry is all that you can say. Oh, years gone by and still the words don't come easily. Sing no man, like sorry, like sorry. Forgive me is all that you can say. Oh, years gone by and still the words don't come so easily. Wait, like forgive me. But you know what? But you can say, baby, why you, baby, can I hold you tonight? And maybe if I told you the right words, oh, at the right time, what? You'll be mine. Come in the Travis. Let's go. We just a cut and go through. I'm giving you a one-on-one. Because I got to go through. Take it out for me, man. Watch it. I beg you, see over my soul. I tell you, see over my soul. Though the billows blow and tempest below, oh, Georgia, see over my soul. Come again. I beg you, see over my soul. I tell you, see over the soul. Through the road, life began to tell. Oh, Georgia, see over my soul. Travis, let's go. Hey. It's just a one I know. Yeah, we just a cut and go through. Okay. Huh. Take it up. Watch. I see the wicked man will have to fall, and all the righteous man will have to stand tall. And the wrong girl them go call, and all them back against the wall them fall. I see the wicked man will have to fall, and all the righteous man will have to stand tall. And the wrong girl them go call, so now them back against the wall them fall. Okay. Come in and try it. 1, 2, 3, hit me. It's just a run and move. Alright, watch it. It's me again, Jah. As I fall on my knees today, help me, God, I pray. Don't wanna be carried away. It's me again, Jah. As I fall on my knees today, help me, God, I pray. Don't wanna be carried away. Oh gosh. Watch it. This one is called Lover's Choice. I never knew you would have really feel so nice, love sponge. I don't wanna let you go, but you are in no hurry. Oh no, this one is called Lover's Choice. I never knew you would have really feel so nice, love sponge. I don't wanna let you go, but you are in no hurry. Yes, you're lovable, kiss you, party man them after you do something. Alright. It's just a touch and move, just a touch and move. Take it away, let's go. All right. Hey. Oh, hey. Well, they tell me you're the fire up in the sky, waiting for me when I die. But between the day you're born and when you die, say, they never seem to hear even your cry. So as sure as the sun, say, will shine, I'm gonna get my share. What's mine? Oh yes, the harder they come, say, harder they fall on and on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I love you. Good night.
Give it up, give it up, give it up to the Wadadley Vibes Band. Brothers and sisters, 'tis the hour. 'Tis the hour that we pay homage to our ancestors who would have lived and fought for us to be here today. I ask all who are here to please stand, and at the back of your program, you will see the lyrics to the Black Anthem. Lift every voice and sing. While we lift our voice and pay homage to our ancestors, we will also see the names of King Court and the 88 enslaved mothers and fathers, sons and daughters who were executed from October 20th, 1736 to March. And they were executed because they planned to help to set us free. Kim, lift us with your voice.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is one. Second verse, family. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet without steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over the way with our tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from our gloomy past, still now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. One more time for our ancestors, last verse. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on our way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in thy path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places of God where we met thee, lest our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we forget thee, shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land. Rest in power. Ashe.
Good night, everybody. I cannot sing, but my name is Esquire Henry, and it was my pleasure serving as your MC tonight. I hope everyone have a safe journey home, and I want to remind you, remember, recognize, restore. The events continues tomorrow, Emancipation Day Village, on 1:10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at VC Bird Bus. Have a lovely night, everyone. Enjoy the steel band music.